If you're interested in going on open mic, the sign up is right at the edge of the table there. Just walk around there and sign your name, and saves me having to guess if you want to or not. But if you don't want to, I'll want to know why not. So we are gathered here at Poetic Justice to do justice to the poetic word. As the format goes, the host starts with one, brings up a feature, and then host does one quick one between each feature, and we go into open mic afterwards. So I think we will start now. And this lady, if you'd like to sign up for open mic, it's right there. Just come on around and sign up. We have books for sale over on the table from our features and your host. And if you can buy some, it's always nice to support the poets. And if you can't buy them, well, you'll get to hear some of their words anyway. So I have a book I just put out, and it's rather interesting. It's every second page is a colored photograph of artwork by a different artist. Well, there's about 9 artists in there. And it's a book of villanelles. And of course, villanelles aren't... Villanelles, actually, there are 19 lines. The first and the third line repeat every 6 lines. And then the first and third line end the poem at the end. So if you want to write a villanelle, the secret to writing a villanelle is get your first and last line. So it works really well. Then go back and build on it. Because otherwise, if you got your first and third line, you need to put them together at the end and they don't go, you're screwed. So yeah, but villanelles are... they're a lot easier to write than sonnets, but a hell of a lot harder to memorize, because you've got to get the right rhyming one, 3rd, 6th, 9th, 12th, 15th, and I sometimes mix them up, so I have a little cheat sheet here. I try to memorize most things, and sometimes screw up. So I'm just going to read villanelles today. They're about 1 minute, and if you like any of them, maybe you'll purchase one of my villanelle books called Shorelines, with all the beautiful artwork in it. This one is called Sand Line. The ocean mixes with my tears, and all my dreams are washed away. The line I drew in the sand disappears. A broken heart wheels and steers its way inside the bitter fray. The ocean mixes with my tears, and all is naught but smoke and mirrors inside this desolation bay. The line I drew in the sand disappears. The sound of one hand clapping no one hears inside this tragic hollow play. The ocean mixes with my tears, where nothing is as it appears, and I have no strength left to pray. The line I drew in the sand disappears. The shoreline fogs, then blurs, then smears. The light beige sand turns to dark gray. The ocean mixes with my tears. The line I drew in the sand disappears. That's a villanelle.